Okay, there we go.
Hi. Hello, beautiful ones. We are Shauna and Carol.
How is everyone doing tonight? There we go. Okay. So, for those of you that know us, and especially those of you who were on last week, you know that we've been having a bit of issues with being a bit pixelated. I think we look a bit pixelated right now on our end. We actually turned our backlights down so that would hopefully help. And we're also filming with a second camera so that at least the version we put up on YouTube afterwards will be less pixelated because it doesn't have to go through the cloud.
Yeah.
So hopefully you can hear us fine, that we're not too laggy and that we're not too pixelated. I mean, we definitely want you to be able to hear us over see us. But yeah, so if you could just let us know in the comments if we're coming in clear, and while you're doing that, let us know where you're tuning in from. That's always fun.
It is, isn't it, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and as you'll see, since there's two of us doing this learning live, and we want to make sure we don't get off track or take up too much of your time, you will see us referencing notes that we have here in front of us.
So tonight, since our website launched last week, we are talking about the Dirty Dozen.
That's right. The Dirty Dozen is our second blog in our 3-part Avoiding Toxins 101 series.
Oh, and there's Pam. Hi, Pam. Nice to see you.
So she said
Looking
a bit
good.
pixelated, but hearing us fine. Okay, great. Cheryl's
says,
here.
Hi, Cheryl.
Awesome. So yeah, again, as long as you can hear us, hopefully that's enough. And if we just look a little fuzzy, well, we're fuzzy.
We look better. We look better in real life.
Yeah. If all you guys could come over, if it was a different time, that would be great. But unfortunately not. Okay.
It is nice to be here with all of you.
It sure is. Those just jumping on now, be sure to say hi. Let us know where you're tuning in from if you haven't already. And if you've just joined us, this Facebook Learning Live, we're talking about the Dirty Dozen, toxins that you need to look out for and avoid in your household products. Toxins that are suspected of being carcinogens, so cancer-causing, endocrine disruptors, so interfering with hormones, and a wide range of other very scary concerns.
That's right. We want to talk about this now because this is the next blog in our Avoiding Toxins 101 3-blog series.
Sure is. So we decided to build our website a bit differently. As educators, we wanted to make sure that accessing the knowledge on our site was straightforward and easy to follow. So we wanted you to be able to learn at your own pace and know what to read next. So designing our website with our readers in mind, our layout's a bit more like self-guided mini courses, and so are these videos really,
That's right.
instead of typical blogs.
Okay. And our first mini course, or as we call it, Learning Hub, is all about avoiding toxins.
And that's why we're doing Avoiding Toxins for Learning Lives.
That's right.
So if you haven't had a chance yet to check out the previous series, no worries, because each of our blogs and each of these videos are made to stand on their own, but we do recommend that you go back and check them out after this.
Ah, I see Lindsay's there. Hi,
Oh,
Lindsay.
hi, Lindsay. Oh, and Erica.
Oh, hi,
Perfect.
Erica.
And Erica, you're turning in from Halifax, right? So we've got people
Nice.
from all over. We've got Mexico, Southern Ontario, out the East Coast. That's
Nice.
awesome. Cool. Okay, so we use them every day and often without thinking about what's in them. We're talking about hand soap, body wash, hand sanitizer, dish soap, shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste, and all the other personal care and household cleaning products that we have in our homes.
That's right. But if you have ever considered if the household products that you were using for cleaning and personal care might be doing more than just cleaning.
Yeah, yikes. Are you sure that the products are safe to inhale, or the products you have in your home are safe to have come in contact with your skin? Have you guys heard of the Dirty Dozen before?
Okay. So let us know in the comments below how
Yep.
confident you are in knowing what toxins to look out for on the ingredient list of your personal care products and home cleaning products.
I know what the Dirty Dozen are, and I know why I need to avoid them.
I know a few things to always look out for, but I'm not exactly sure why they are concerning, or if they're part of the Dirty Dozen.
Or are you thinking, the dirty what?
Sandy. Nice to see you. Great.
And you could tell that there's a bunch of you that have been on here before because you're already like, I've shared. I'm already at the next step.
You
I
got
love
there
it.
before me.
I love that we have our regulars. You know what's going on. Okay, well, we always felt that we knew a lot about toxins and what to look out for on ingredient lists, but we didn't really know how bad some of them are.
Oh, I know. So tonight we wanted to share what we have learned with all of you so you can confidently say you know what the dirty dozen are and some of the biggest concerns they pose to yours and your family's health.
Cool. All right. So, you're going to find out in this Learning Live that some of this is probably going to surprise you.
Yeah, and scare you a little bit, too.
Yeah.
Okay. Do us a massive favor. If you think this topic would be helpful or interesting to anyone you know, anyone in your community, while you're watching on Facebook right now, click that share button, set the share to public, and type shared in the comments below.
Yep.
And we will put you into a draw that we do each week on our Facebook Lives where you can win a cool prize. Each week we pick a winner.
Yep, sure
Yes,
do.
we do. Who has shared on the Facebook Live and set their share to public so we can see that you did share, and then we'll put you into a draw to be announced next week.
And now remember, that is for all of you that are watching live with us right now, but anyone who's later watching the replay, you have all week to share this video publicly to be entered into the draw.
That's right.
So, I know that a bunch of you have already shared before we told you to because you've been with us for weeks now, so that's awesome. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Sandy. They've all already got their share going, so that's perfect. So, let's see who our winner is from last week.
Now, when I get to do the drum, I always do the drum roll.
All right, and our winner is Sandy Hart.
Congratulations,
Sandy. You are getting a boost bar. So this is a lovely wooden holder for you to have 3 of your favorite essential oils in. So you can have it at your desk, wherever you might be working from home, next to your bed, pretty much anywhere that you want to keep 3 of your most
bathroom counter
oils. Yeah, that's a good spot. All right, so
join us in congratulating Sandy in the comments below. And we say thank you for sharing last time. We truly appreciate you. We can't do what we do without you. Your valuable shares, your comments, your engagement, and your viewership, and your love.
So we actually, most of the time, this is the part where we say, hey, there was a couple of you that forgot to set it to public and we couldn't put you in the draw. This was the first week that everyone who shared it put it to public, so I don't have to remind that. But if you're new watching this and this is your first time, do make sure if you're sharing and you want to share because you want to win a prize, that you do set it to public. Otherwise, we can't see that you did it, and then we don't know who to put in the draw.
That's true.
Perfect. So Sandy, send us an email at shauna@purepowerofnature.com. Subject line, I'm this week's chosen one, and let us know where you want your prize shipped out to, and we'll get it sent out to you right away.
Congratulations again to this week's winner, Sandy. Good luck to next week's winner.
That's right. Okay, so let's dive into today's topic.
Okay, this is my line. I'm having trouble with my mouse right now. If this is your first time with us, it is great to meet you. We are Shauna and Carol, co-founders of Pure Power of Nature. This is a great place to be if you are a health-minded soul like us, wanting to learn how to enhance your well-being through the pure power of natural alternatives easily and cost-efficiently.
Exactly. As educators by trade, we believe knowledge is power, and our goal is to share well-researched knowledge with you to make it easier for you to either begin or enhance your wellness journey.
That's right. Okay. Anything that we learn and bring into our lives that helps us to continually enhance our wellness journey, we want to make it easy for you to learn and implement should you choose to.
So we won't share any information either on our new website that launched last week or in these Facebook Learning Lives until we can find multiple reliable sources for that topic, because we know you all have really busy lives and that you want to know that the information you're getting is well researched, and so that's what we aim to do for all of you.
Okay. Now, personal care products, cleaning products, and other household products, which include soaps, lotions, and polishes, very often contain toxic ingredients.
They sure do. As we mentioned earlier, we had heard of the Dirty Dozen before, but we hadn't really ever done a deep dive into why they're such a concern.
Yeah. The Dirty Dozen is a list of 12 toxic ingredients that the David Suzuki Foundation investigated that are found in cosmetics and household products.
Now, this isn't by any stretch of the imagination a complete list of toxic ingredients, but it is a really great starting point when looking at the ingredient list of products you might be thinking of buying, but also when you go and take an audit of what's already in your house.
Since we don't want this to be an extremely long learning live,
No.
we're just going to skim the surface of introducing the Dirty Dozen and some of the most alarming concerns.
That's right. We could be on here for hours, but you guys might not want to stay on here with us that long. So after this learning live, you can head over to our Dirty Dozen blog post. You can get there. Hopefully you're seeing a link for it for those that are in live, but it's at www.purepowerofnature.com/002 because it's our second blog. And we're also going to put that link in the comments as well so people can just easily click on it.
While there are many concerns for each of the Dirty Dozen, tonight we are focusing on 2 that we found extremely alarming and came up repeatedly.
Yeah. Many of the Dirty Dozen are suspected or highly suspected of being carcinogens, so that was the cancer causing, meaning that they're promoting formation of cancer both in humans and animals.
As well, many of the toxins are suspected or highly suspected of interfering with hormones. Many act specifically as endocrine disruptors. So, now we realize that toxic ingredients in your personal care and household cleaning products is no laughing matter, but we also didn't want that to mean that this had to be a really dull video tonight. Yeah. So we have put together a bit of an interactive quiz activity for you to participate in as we go along.
Now, hopefully you saw in the description for tonight that you need a pen and paper. If you don't have one, go grab one really quickly because you're going to want to write something down. It doesn't have to be fancy. A scrap piece of paper is totally fine. If you have a colored marker next to you, that's totally fine. It doesn't have to be a good lined paper.
Should I go get ours?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
And we're going to tell you
right
what
back.
you need to do. So everyone's got, as long as it takes Mom to go find her paper, that's how long you've got as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. You don't have to show us it because you're not on video. We're the only ones on video. So you can, doesn't have to even be neat and organized. Okay, bring yours over and do it live, Mom.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. So this is what we're going to get you to do with your paper.
Okay. Okay.
So first, we're going to get you,
Maybe I
the
need
camera's up there.
Oh, the camera's up there.
Yeah,
My
there we
goodness.
go.
Okay. You can't see it anyways.
Okay.
So make 1, 2, 3, 4. Score. Make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections.
5 sections,
Five
so you're
sections.
drawing 4 lines.
And on the far side here.
Far left.
Far left.
Left if it was in front of you.
Far left.
You're going to write the numbers 1 to 12 because we're talking about the Dirty Dozen. So you need space for 12 numbers. So that's down
We're
the
supposed
left
to
hand
have
side.
this prepared.
No, but this is good because how long it's taking you to make it is hopefully how long it's taking them to do it, and then we'll all be caught up together. All right. So you've got 12.
So down here.
1 to 12. Put it closer so they can see it.
Whoops.
Hopefully you can see that Mom's written 1 to 12
1 to
down
12
there.
down there.
We should have done it with a marker maybe.
I know. I don't
Okay.
know where marker is.
Then across the top, your
second.
first column, you're going to write the word score, because that's where you're going to keep track of how you're doing with the quiz. And then so
S.
score.
Yes, S.
S for score or just S. So there's,
Yep.
you can see that. So
First
there we go.
column is S.
There's all the numbers. There's the first column is S. Okay.
Okay.
The second column, you're going to put a C.
C.
It's going to represent the carcinogens. The next column is going to be H for hormone disruptors. And the final one's going to be the letter B for both. It's for carcinogens.
Some of them are double duty.
Some of them are. So it
Okay,
should look
so-
something like that.
Numbers.
Yep.
S for score. C for carcinogen.
Yep.
H for hormone. B for both.
Okay, so let us know. Just give us a quick thumbs up or type ready or yes or let's go. Anything you want just to let us know you've got your paper ready so that you can play along. This is as fun as we can make toxic things.
Yes, not to make light of it.
Not to make light of it, but to make it so you just aren't like,
You're not just sitting there bored by us.
yeah, because it starts to get kind of,
We're adorable, but
Okay, so how this is going to work while you're finishing getting your paper ready is we're going to introduce each of the Dirty Dozen to you and then have you guess on your sheet if one of the major concerns about the toxin is that it's suspected of being a carcinogen, C, if it is suspected of being a hormone disruptor, H, or if it is suspected of being both a carcinogen and a hormone disruptor. So that would be B for both. So you're just going to put a mark down, tick it off, X, check mark, swirly, whatever you like, in the column you think it is. And then we're going to give you the correct answer, and you're going to make a note in your score column if you guessed it right or not. Okay. And we'll see how you do. Okay. All right, so let's see how we got. Sandy's ready. Awesome. Cheryl's got I think that means ready, yep. But not sure how it's going to go. Okay, cool. Great. We've got a few other people on here still, so give us a quick little I'm ready to go, and we'll get started.
Yeah, it's a good time for a drink.
It sure is. Okay.
Okay, we shall continue now. So good luck, everyone.
Let's see how your guesses go.
Okay.
Okay, so let's begin with the first toxin on our list, which is BHA and BHT. And Pam's ready. Perfect.
Oh, good stuff. Okay.
So BHA, butylated hydroxyl. We
had these so good
practice
today.
These, but they're tough. Hydroxyanisole.
Okay.
And BHT, butylated hydroxytoluene, are synthetic antioxidants that are used as preservatives and fragrance ingredients in household products.
Do you think they are suspected of being carcinogens, hormone disruptors, or both? Mark your guess on your piece of paper. 3, 2, 1.
Make sure you've got it written down. We're about to tell you the answer.
Yeah, and we're going to reveal that the answer is both. Okay, so whether you got it right or wrong, don't forget to make a note on your score column.
Yeah, okay.
Now, I'm going to try and say these words right. Oh my goodness, okay. Okay, moving to number 2 on our list are coal tar dyes and artificial colors. Artificial colors are commonly made up of coal tar dyes,
there we go,
which are derived from coal tar and a mixture of chemicals and from petroleum.
Yep.
Many coal tar dyes have been found to be contaminated with heavy metals and aluminum compounds, both of which can be very toxic to the brain. Since each artificial color is made of a mixture of different chemicals, some are more harmful than others.
Yes.
Okay, help me with this one, okay, because I'm in trouble. Okay. P
dash
phenylenediamine is a color of particular concern.
Yeah. So do you think that this is because is suspected of being a carcinogen, a hormone disruptor, or both? Mark your guess down on your piece of paper right now, and we're going to tell you the answer in 3, 2, 1. And the answer is carcinogen.
Ooh,
yeah.
Nasty.
Ugh. I know, it's like you want to tell the answer and that's fun, but it's not a great answer.
Yeah.
So it's weird. It's like I need to frown, but I'm also like
laughing. Yeah.
It's fun. Okay, on to number 3 on the list. Number 3, DEA and DEA related ingredients. So DEA, which is diethanolamine, and DEA related ingredients are used in household products to adjust the pH level, as an emulsifier, so that's what keeps things mixed together nice and keeps it creamy, and as a foaming agent, so you get that lathery, foamy bubbles. Now, DEA-related ingredients, they may contain residual amounts of DEA, and that's what's the concern.
Now, do you think that it is because they are suspected of being a carcinogen, hormone disruptor, or both? Mark your guess down on a piece of paper in 3, 2, 1. And the answer is carcinogen.
Again.
Again.
Ooh, gross.
Make sure to keep track on your scores. Okay. Oh, it's mine.
Yeah.
Number 4 on the list is formaldehyde and formaldehyde-releasing ingredients. Formaldehyde, and more commonly formaldehyde-releasing ingredients, are used in household products as preservatives. Formaldehyde-releasing ingredients intentionally release small amounts of formaldehyde slowly and continuously to preserve the product they are in. And they are a concern because?
Do you think it is because they're suspected of being carcinogens, hormone disruptors, or both? Put it down on your card, and we're telling the answer in 3, a 2, a 1, and the answer is carcinogen again. Ugh. Okay, we're on to number 5 now. Make sure we're all in the same spot.
5.
Okay, so number 5 on the list is parabens. So parabens, this is an interesting one because parabens can actually naturally occur in very low levels in some foods that we eat. I think strawberries might have been on there. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that was one of the ones. So, but when you eat them, they can actually be metabolized in small amounts. So we don't really think of those foods as being a concern. Whereas the synthetically created parabens from petrochemicals that are used in most products, they're used as a preservative, and they're the ones that are more of a concern, and that's what we're talking about is that style.
So do you think that they are suspected of being carcinogens, hormone disruptors, or both? Write down your guess on your piece of paper, and here we go. 3, 2, 1. The answer is both.
Okay. So we're almost halfway through. We'd love to just know, what are you thinking so far? We're going to give a little sort of pause here. Sandy said strawberries, carrots. I knew it was strawberries. Yes.
And carrots.
Perfect. And carrots. So like things we would eat because our body processes those, but they're different.
They're different.
So let us know in the comments what you're thinking so far from just having heard the first 5. Are you shocked?
Disgusted?
Frustrated?
Surprised?
You know, we were really shocked because we knew about these, but it wasn't until we were doing the research for our blog post that we found out how many of them were suspected of tons of terrible things. And then when we wrote down the answers for this little interactive quiz, it really started to pop out because it showed us how many were specifically suspected of being carcinogens and hormone disruptors, or both. And it was weird how much this kept repeating on the list, right? And then when you go and read our blog, you're actually going to see that these are only 2 of many, possibly very alarming concerns for each of the dirty dozen. This isn't the only thing you got to be worried about. These are just some of the worst. So Pam's saying disgusted.
Yep. Okay. Yep. I got it.
Agreed.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes,
Totally.
for sure.
Okay.
Number 6 on the list is parfum and fragrance. Parfum and fragrance are both terms used on household products to represent a complex mixture of chemicals used to create a specific scent or formed as masking agents to prevent the brain from perceiving an odor. So the fragrance is there. They've just now added more chemicals to hide it.
Yeah, gross.
Since fragrance recipes are considered trade secrets, manufacturers are not required to disclose the chemicals that they use in their parfum and fragrance recipes on the ingredient list of their products.
Yeah, it's all secrets. You never know. So do you think that they're suspected of being carcinogens, hormone disruptors, or both? Mark it down on your page, and we'll tell you the answer in 3, 2, 1, and the answer is both. And I mean, this one makes the most sense to me because it's like you have no idea what's in there, so likely there's tons of things that could be
but
an
this
issue.
This one's scary.
Yeah, super scary.
Look at Sandy's disgusted and shocked.
Yeah, it's like this mix of like, how did I not know this? And how is this possible? And this is disgusting.
And now I'm going to check all my labels.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you guys are going to have a busy night after this, I think. Okay, number 7 on the list is phthalates. So phthalates are a large group of chemical plasticizers. So they were actually designed to be used to soften and make things like plastic more flexible. That's sort of where they came from. But they're also used in household products as a solvent, which means it helps other things dissolve so that it can mix, and as a plasticizer to prevent things from getting too brittle, which is interesting. Now, not all phthalates have been studied because there's actually a ton, but the ones that they have taken the time to look at, such as dibutyl phthalate, which is also known as DBP, and diethyl phthalate, which is also known as DEP, have been found to be of a huge concern.
Okay, so do you think that they are suspected of being carcinogenic, hormone disruptors, or both? Put down your mark, or guess your mark down on your paper in 3, 2, 1, and the answer is hormone disruptors.
Hormone disruptors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, number 8 on the list is PEGs, or what they call PEGs. PEGs are polyethylene glycols, are petroleum-based compounds used as thickeners, softeners, and penetration enhancers, moisture carriers, in household products. PEGs are created through a process called ethoxylation, during which they become contaminated with 1,4-dioxin, which is very concerning.
Sure. So do you think that concern is because they're suspected of being carcinogens, hormone disruptors, or both? You've got 3 seconds to put your guess down, and 3, 2, 1, and the answer is carcinogens. Yeah, gross.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. Number 9 on the list is Petrolatum. Now, it sounds like another word you know, but Petrolatum, which is also known as petroleum jelly or mineral oil jelly, which I think the petroleum jelly is what most people know it as, and it's derived from petroleum. It's used in household products as a moisturizing agent and to make hair shine. So petrolatum or petroleum products, which petrolatum is one of, they can easily become contaminated with what's called polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, known as PAHs, which are a concern.
Do you think they are suspected of being carcinogens, hormone disruptors, or both? Mark your guess down on your piece of paper in 3, 2, 1, and the answer is carcinogens.
Yeah. You get to hold your sign up a lot.
I'm holding my sign up a lot.
That's not great.
Number 10 on the list is siloxins.
Yep.
Siloxins are silicone-based compounds used in household products to increase their drying time, to moisturize, and to soften. Quite possible, Pam. Vaseline.
Yeah, so Pam said Vaseline. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that,
Vaseline,
petroleum jelly. Vaseline, I think, is just a brand. So,
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so for siloxanes, do you think they're suspected of being carcinogens, hormone disruptors, or both? Mark your guess down, and we will tell you the answer in 3, 2, 1, and I actually get to lift up my sign. Hormone disruptors.
Oh, aren't you just so happy?
Disruptors. Yeah, I know. I'm happy to lift up my sign and disgusted that it's
You're
a
lifting
thing.
up your sign. Yeah.
Okay. So number 11 on the list, the last 2, is sodium Laureth sulfate and sodium Lauryl sulfate. So sodium Lauryl sulfate, which also is known as SLS, it's used as an emulsifier. So again, that was the thing that helps keep things mixed and stay mixed. And as a surfactant, so it helps cleans and lathers. So again, those bubbles and things.
Yeah.
And it's in a lot of household products. Now, it's quite harsh on its own, so to reduce the harshness, SLS is often converted through ethyl oxidation, so the same process as the PEGs, and that turns it into a sodium Laureth sulfate, SLES. The eth at the end lets you know the process that it's been through. Now, just like PEGs, during this process, SLES can become contaminated with 1,4-dioxane, which is very concerning. So,
do you think that they are suspected of being carcinogens, hormone disruptors, or both? Mark your guess on your piece of paper.
Yep.
Right now, see if you're right in 3, 2, 1, and the answer is, once again, carcinogen.
Yeah. So, and that's because, again, just like the PEGs, it's being contaminated most likely with the same thing, and it's that 1,3-4-dioxane. Say that 3 times fast. That is, like, super concerning.
It's easier for you guys to say. Not really.
No.
And the last but not least, number 12 on the list is Triclosan.
Yeah.
Triclosan is a synthetic chemical pesticide that is used in household products as an antibacterial agent and preservative.
I just want to highlight that one time. It's a chemical pesticide.
Yes.
Pesticide. Like, you can actually go and look it up. It is registered as a pesticide. It's registered. That was its primary use, and it's in the stuff in your house, and it's so gross. Okay, and why is that such a bad thing? Well, do you think it's because it is suspected of being a carcinogen, a hormone disruptor, or both? Mark your guess down. This is the last one. You've got 3, 2, 1, and hormone disruptor. Ugh, gross. All right, so how did you guys do with your guesses? Let us know in the comments how that went. But yeah, did you realize ahead of time, did you know this before coming in, that this many of the Dirty Dozen are suspected of being carcinogens or hormone disruptors or worse both? There we go.
Let us know in the comments. I was surprised by how many were carcinogens.
Yeah, totally.
I kept putting my sign up. It was like,
yeah, it's like, ooh, okay. So like we said earlier, we were really shocked by all of this too.
Mm-hmm. We know there is a delay, so while you are writing, we just want to remind you that if there is any information in this or any of our previous videos that you want to hear again,
Yep.
you can save any of our videos for easy reference.
You sure can.
Mm-hmm.
And also all these learning lives, they're automatically saved on our Facebook page. You just go to the tab. Usually when you go to someone's page, it says like home, photos, about, and then there's like more, and there's a bunch of tabs. There's one in there that says live, and all of our live videos are there for you to go back and watch anytime you want. Or if you just want to easily do it, you go www.facebook.com/ I don't know which way
Whichever that looks like, yeah.
Essential Pure Power of Nature / live.
Good.
And of course, if you know anyone that you think would want to watch this video but they're not on Facebook, you can also send them to our new YouTube channel where we just take this video and upload it so that more people have access. And all you have to do is go to YouTube and search Pure Power of Nature, and we're the first ones that come up.
So I'm looking at some of them. Pam says she got 3. Cheryl got 5.
Yeah.
Sandy says, and to think that is only 12 of them. There are lots more.
Yeah.
That's true.
Could you imagine how long this video is if we tried to look them all up?
Oh my goodness. The blog would be so long.
Yeah. And Pam says it's pretty
gross.
gross.
It is pretty gross. Interesting video. Thanks. Oh, no problem.
Yeah, and Sandy up here said, also, I'm assuming, Sandy, you're referring to the pesticides in toothpaste. Like, who wants a pesticide in their toothpaste? Like,
I know.
It's just, I'm actually going to get that, like, I'm going to get the wow face.
The
like,
wow face?
it's like, ugh, disgusting. Yeah, terrible.
Now, luckily in most regions around the world, these toxins are regulated. And in some places, a few, they're even banned for use in personal care products and cleaning products.
Yeah, and like you're like, okay, that's kind of good.
Yeah.
Now, even knowing the possible harm, we still have people that will say to us,
but it's such a small amount of toxin.
or I've been using products with toxins for years, I'm fine.
Sure, in isolation, the substance can be relatively safe, but can become harmful when combined with other substances.
Yeah, so the more household products that you use with toxins in it, the more you start to create this like chemical cocktail of toxins that you and your family are exposed to.
So think about what happens as small amounts of toxins in your soap, cosmetics, bath products, hair products, laundry products, household cleaning products start to accumulate as you use them each day, each week, all year, for your entire life.
Whoa. So this is bioaccumulation, or also called body burden. Is this total accumulation of chemical toxins in your body. Continued exposure builds up and eventually overloads the natural detoxification systems.
Think of it like this. You take a glass of water, which is your body.
Yep.
You add liquid to it. It's the toxins. And it is eventually going to overflow, and you are no longer fine.
No. So when the David Suzuki Foundation surveyed Canadians to find out how many of their personal care and cleaning products they had in their homes had the Dirty Dozen ingredients in them, even just one of the Dirty Dozen, more than 80% of products had at least one of these. So across all of Canada, when people started going through and doing that audit, 80% of the things Canadians had in their homes had at least one. Some had more. Like, that's scary.
Yeah. Additionally, the Organic Consumer Association analyzed 100 personal care products labeled as natural or organic and found that 46 of them contained the contaminant 1,D-dioxane, which we mentioned above.
So think about it, son. After learning this and hearing that, we were kind of left wondering, how is it possible for harmful contaminants to be found in household products that have that organic and natural label on them?
Can't we rely on labels such as organic and natural to help us choose household products free from the dirty dozen instead of reading through the entire ingredient list?
Yeah, because I know people say, I don't want to read the ingredient list. Like,
so I trust that label.
So we should also be able to, I guess, trust labels like pure or hypoallergenic or unscented or fragrance-free, right?
Remember those blocking chemicals for the nose? Are these questions now swirling around in your head too?
Well, don't worry, because this is what we're going to be talking about next week.
We hope you enjoyed this week's Learning Live about the Dirty Dozen and are excited to learn more from our blog.
Remember, you can access the blog right now after the Learning Live if you like by going to www.purepowerofnature.com/002.
Now, before we wrap up this Facebook Live, we want to open it up to any questions or comments.
We sure
and
do.
Sandy's going 80%. Wow, that's scary.
Yeah,
well, it truly is.
I couldn't believe it. I knew that, like, there's tons of people out there I know that don't know this.
Yeah.
But I bet there's tons of people that think they're doing a really good job of finding stuff that's good, and then if you actually go and check, might be surprised.
My saddest thing was I really did, before this, rely on the words organic and natural and fragrance-free, and I thought that, that's safe. That is, like, that's me doing a good job.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, I'm, like, there's two things. This one says pure, this one doesn't. This must be better.
That must be.
Ooh, okay, so we know there's a bit of a delay, so while you're typing, let's again congratulate Sandy. So thank you so much, everyone who shares every week. This really helps us get out to more people. So we really appreciate that because it gets more people wanting to join in and learn more, which is fantastic. And hey, then you're entered for a chance to win a prize. So win-win here. But we really do value those shares, so thank you for sharing. We value you guys coming on here live and the replays and putting in comments. That engagement's fantastic. The viewership's great. All your love and support is fantastic.
We don't know how much we appreciate this.
We really do.
We really do,
But Sandy, we do want to know where you want your stuff sent to, so email us. It's shauna@purepowerofnature.com and just say, I'm this week's chosen one, and let us know where you want that shipped out to.
Oh, very good. For anyone who was waiting until the end or joined us late, if you found value in this, click that share button. Set your share to public.
Yes.
Type the word share in the comments below, and we will put you in the draw that we do every week to win that cool prize.
Absolutely.
Every week we pick a winner who has shared the Facebook Live and set their share to public so that we can see that you did share it and put you into the draw to announce next week.
Absolutely. We just got another one. Christy, I didn't know Christy was on here. That's awesome, Christy.
Oh,
thank you. And she's shared it. That's perfect.
Fantastic.
Pam says, thanks. Great seeing you tonight.
Good.
Thank you.
Yep,
and awesome.
Thank you. Okay.
Perfect. Okay, so remember again, if you're watching in the replay, you can still also share and be entered for the draw. It's not just all of the people on live right now. So that's great.
Yep. Pam said she shared.
Perfect.
Good stuff,
Awesome.
Pam.
Okay, and any other comments or questions? Let's see, there's just a lot of thank yous. Well, thank you guys.
You know something, it makes all that research, like we great, you know, it's great we learn more stuff, but boy, are we ever happy to share, because this is knowledge that needs to get out there.
It really needs to get out there. So we realize now that means you guys are probably going to have a busy night and busy tomorrow looking through all the lists on the products in your house, looking for these things. And again, you can go to our blog for the actual names again, so you have the spellings, and you'll also see a few more terrible things that they're suspected of doing. So that's gross.
I know. Well, we can't wait to see you next week. Next Tuesday, actually, at 7 o'clock.
Yes.
Have a wonderful, wonderful week, everybody. Bye.